So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think we have a very exciting player, Peter, in the shape of Memphis. A very instinctive attacker whose playing style is often improvised and quite impulsive. OK, he's been accused in the past of being...
And the shot! He's scored! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Over to the other side.
Well spotted.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Memphis Depay. Fred. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, no joy this time. Kadiolu. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Simeone. Ryerson. And Simeone. Kadiolu. And done so. More and more pressure on the ball here. Ryerson. Here's Camara. Now it's Simeone. Can he get it through? And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And he's had it nicked away. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Ryerson.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Ball is over the line. Kadiolu. Mallorca were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Camara. Played out wide. Now it's Mateus Pereira. Now it's Azar. That is good strength. Torgan Hazard! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mallorca with the corner, there first. He's in a great position here. Takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Lens are looking to go forward now. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Kadiolu, showing good feet. Or good take in a good area. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fred. Danso. Here's Camara. Simeone. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Depay. Memphis Depay. It's Memphis Depay! Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Sima, looking for options for movement, and it's been played through. And he's running through. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
To square things up. That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Kadiolu.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
It's a pretty loose pass. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Programme caritatif des stades pour tous. D'avance, merci.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And this is Depay. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Thauvin has it out wide and in space. Thauvin crosses. Matheus Pereira. Now it's Memphis Depay. Torgan Hazard is onto this. Torgan Hazard with the foul. Sima. Now it's Tova. Torgan Hazard. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Romero does really well to win the ball there. Pepe. Sima. No, again there's no way through. Simeone providing an outlet on that flank. Memphis Depay sticks it away. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Mallorca are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning...
And he's let fly! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Oh, what a mistake! Goes for a shot! They've done it! Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Joe Linton. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shot could be on. He's found a way through. And back out it comes. And that's a throw-in.
Changement pour Lens. Le numéro 10, le numéro 21, le numéro 9. À leur place, le numéro 26, le numéro 20. Luc de Jong.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And here's Luc de Jong.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
It's a throw-in. Fred. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Threads one in. Fred is wide and looking to get onto this. And that was nowhere near his best. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Memphis Depay. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And it's Fofana. Oh, that's superb. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. So, third corner of the game. Kadiolu goes short. Memphis Depay. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Danso. It's Fred. Fred looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And we're done. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think we have a very exciting player, Peter, in the shape of Memphis. A very instinctive attacker whose playing style is often improvised and quite impulsive. OK, he's been accused in the past of being a bit of a ball hugger, but that's gradually improving, as his assist stats would back up.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Simeone. Camera. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Kajiolu has given away a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that pass isn't the best. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Pepe played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Joe Linton powering forward here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Mallorca still without a single shot on target. And he is going into that little black book. And he's had a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Kajiolu. And that has left him in a heap. No, he's not getting past him there. And it's Fofana. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Camera. He's picked his way through. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Pepe. And it's Kajiolu. Well, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's managed to get free. Simeone.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, they've got it again. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Linton. Torgan Hazard. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Camera. It's Fred. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Fred. Tries from distance. Varela. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
For the benefit of anybody who has found themselves
Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
They get a throw in. And he's managed to gift it back. Memphis Depay. Simeone. Fred. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's the chance to counter. He's got away. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, what a mistake! Now he's having a shot! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
I actually fancied him to score then, but we should give the keeper credit for doing his bit.
Fred. Here's Camera. That has not gone well. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a shade optimistic. They've got a corner here. And we have our very first corner. Mallorca are looking to go forward now. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Kamara looking to penetrate opposition lines. Ramos gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Pressing high and with purpose. It's a pretty loose pass. Fofana. Simeone. Oh no, what has happened here? Varela. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Depay. Stood up well to him there. Memphis Depay is fouled. Oh, he's taken it. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So, time for changes
Memphis.
on both sides, actually.
Number 21. Number 44. Coming on the field. Number 22. Number 6. Eze. Number 23.
Cross to the back post.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So there's going to be another change
Coming on
here.
the field is number 13.
Nianzou. Oh, that's fabulous. Yep, it's a corner. They've played it short. He's in a great position here. Oh, what a ball! And he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Mallorca making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Fired deep towards the back post. Ramos deals with that nice and simple. Mallorca have got it back, and they'll have another go. Sandro Ramirez. And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, it's played into the area. And they're back on the ball again.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
4 added minutes.
Now who's going to be first to this? Fred tries to pass it through. Adrian Benabe. And it's Luke de Jong. Sandro Ramirez tries to play it through. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Sandro Ramirez. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think Memphis is certainly a player worth keeping an eye out for, Peter. The latest crop of excellent Dutch attackers as the previous generation begins to fade. I love the way he's matured his game to become a far more effective player now, who makes far better use of his huge talents, and he's turned into quite the leader.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And here's Depay, and he's straight offside. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's got away. Goes for goal! And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Memphis Depay. Fred. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
And this is Depay. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That has not gone well. And it's Kadiolu. Now it's Bakambu. Bakambu puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Memphis Depay. Good running, strong and purposeful. Barella has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. And a goal kick. Oh no, this does not look good. Kajolu. And Simeone. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Adrian Benabi. And it's Pepe. Gets into some space. Swings it across. Simeone. Sandro Ramirez. Adrian Benabi receives it in a wide position. He's onside. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. That carried quite a threat. That has been knocked clear.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Depay. Machus Pereira. No luck with that dink over the top. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
It is now time for our special lottery.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution on the field, number 26, Ryerson.
And we're off again.
Coming on the field is...
So the first half brought no goals. Memphis Depay looking for the run. And Simeone. And that was nowhere near his best. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Kajolu is onto this. Pepe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Struck first time. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Pediolu. Coming on to replace him is number 21.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Reina breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's neat. He is through here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Sandro Ramirez. Now it's Memphis Depay. Now it's Simeone. Now who's going to be first to this? It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
And he thumps it clear. And that has left him in a heap. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Daniluk. Oh, what a mistake! So their 4th corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, number 9, number 8, Matheus Pereira. Coming on the field, number 22, number 14.
Out
number
towards the
5,
flank.
Torgan Azzo. Substitution in progress.
And that's a goal kick. More and more pressure on the ball here. Fred. And it's Memphis Depay. Torgan Hazard. Tries a deft little ball. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Adrian Benabe. Daniliuk. And this is Luke de Jong. De Jong is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Not the most accurate pass. Seydou. Nianzou. Varela. He's had it taken off him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's Memphis Depay! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely bit of skill. Chance to deliver. Danso with the clear. And the volley. Just a whisker away. Fred. So that's it. It is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, thanks to Jim. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And that gets things running. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
And he skips past his man, and this is Marmouche. And claimed it back, and Marmouche! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ball's gone out of play. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around for minutes thereafter in the hope that he might just get an opportunity. So yes, he's a centre-back, but a very different one.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Fred. This ended up in no man's land.
Out towards the flank. Ball driven towards the far post.
Mallorca still without a single shot on target. Now it's Eze. He's picked his way through. Karamo. And it's Kadiolu.
Kadiolu going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Nicely weighted ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
Fred wins the duel this time. Not the most accurate pass.
That'll be a throw.
Sanchez.
And that's another throw.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Pass somewhat off target. Karamo. Varela. Seydu.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And this is Marmouche. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Simeone. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Marmouche! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's made its way to him. Chance to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So off we go once more.
Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Now it's Luke de Jong. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
And he's quick to snatch it back. He's not got that quite right. Eze.
Las Vegas Lights really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Fofana.
Oh, this is a very good run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Swings it across.
Ryerson.
And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing.
Karamo.
Strong running down that left flank. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game.
Mbemba. He has found the way through.
Looking for the run. Played into the box. Big header! Oh, he's hit the bar!
Eze
Gets rid without sophistication.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Fred goes steaming forward.
That's a shade optimistic. Ball is over the line. Picked out brilliantly. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, nice touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. But it had to be. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some good work on the right flank here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Fofana. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And they can counter here. Fofana. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 6, Eze. Number 8, Isco. Number 9, number 7, Krej. Coming on the field, number 10, number 16, number 4, number 21.
He's going for goal!
Number 15.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator.
It's the Guzman! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, taken with style! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Number 10.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have the first goal.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try?
He gets big! They've got to be quick to recover this.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Two added minutes have
And
been
into the
indicated.
grateful arms of the keeper. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Chance, surely! Oh, crucial block! In he goes again! And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Hello, attendees.
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does...
Demirbay! Oh, a very decent attempt. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Simeone. And that's aimed into the middle. He's gone for goal. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Ryerson to Kulusevski. And here's Kulusevski. Now it's Simeone. And they're back on the ball again. Oliveira goes on a run down the left wing. Kulusevski gets a good foot in there. Driving forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
So the would-be breakthrough moment. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
The Yorker have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
There's a sharp little ball here. Lopez providing an real chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Oliveira. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Kadiolu. Romero. That's tidy. Now the cross. He's in a great position here. Now it's Golovin. And he skips past his man. Linton. Now Lopez. That looks a cracking ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that's another good win of the ball. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. It's a threatening ball. Romero. Now it's Lopez. And it's Isco. Picked out brilliantly. And he'll shoot here! Marmouche. Demirbay.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Not the most accurate pass. Big chance, corner. Mallorca with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's there to hit it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's being shifted off it. Takes the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Isco most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's done very well to take that back.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Well, that's cause for mild irritation. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Mallorca go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. There's the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That has not gone well. Conte. And it's Joelinton. That is ended up in no man's land. Oliveira. Fred. For Golovin. Oliveira. And they win it back again. It's a pretty loose pass. Isco given the lift of his goal. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's gone out for a throw-in. And the ball's come loose here. And he's had a hit. This time, surely. It's there. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Kilmarnock grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
Demirbay. And here's Kulusevski. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That pass isn't the best. Marmoush. Mallorca have it back and can go again. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Isco. Isco. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Isco. He's got away. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Mallorca have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Caught offside that time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
22, el dorsal 6, el dorsal 19. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 26, Luke de Jong.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
El dorsal 20, el dorsal 9.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Mallorca do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Lopez looking to run onto it. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Pepe.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that's definitely not his best. Pass somewhat off target. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Might want to be careful there.
Kulusevski. That's good running with the ball. Foot in. He has found the way through. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
So a chance here. What can they make of it? Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And he's lost. And Marmouche! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
En el minuto 86, el dorsal 9.
Kilmarnock complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pepe.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Sancho Ramirez. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Mallorca played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmouche, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great up and...
Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Pepe's cross. And that's the keeper's ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Caresses it, and Marmouche! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Kulusevski. Now it's Larin. Oh, that's delightful. Reina gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. He's had it taken off him. Nicely shaped ball. And it's been played through. That's going to go a long way. Looks to the other side. That's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And smartly reclaimed. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Pepe. Great ball if he can get there. Cleared away. I was just lacking in accuracy. Still goalless. Kulusevski. Valencia looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Isco, played out wide, now it's Kulusevski. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that is one way to stop him. Joelinton, he's found a way through. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's hit it first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Porto with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Joelinton! And now they can spring out of defence. Takes a shot. Just too much. Fractions.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Ball is over the line. Kulusevski does really well to win the ball there. Demirbay. And here's Marmoush. Joelinton. And he's away. Joelinton! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's neat. And Marmoush! Goal! Porto! And Porto go in front. Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Luc de Jong. Big chance! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's through and all alone! A lot of space ahead of him. Barella. And he's had it nicked away. No way through there. That has not gone well. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Tries from distance. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Luc de Jong. Joelinton. Now, can they get him away? Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the half-time whistle goes. Reflections on the first half.
Porto really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and kill the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Porto are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
And the second half gets underway. No, again there's no way through. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's pulled. Oh, what a climb! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Marmouche. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Marmouche. Back into the middle. Tino gets into a good position. That's good play. Larin, real chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Porto can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And that has left him in a heap. Played into space. Eze. Varela. Pass somewhat off target. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And it's Eze. He's through here. Agahawa! That was superb goalkeeping.
Agahawa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Ball's gone out of play. Eze! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Agahawa. Now it's Mateus Pereira, and the shot! And he should have made it 4.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
So, third corner of the game. Takes a shot! Valencia have the chance to go the other way. And here's Agahawa. Agahawa. That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Joe Linton. Sanchez wins the duel this time. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Mbemba. Porto perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Joe Linton. It's a pretty loose pass. Luke de Jong. Eze. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Demirbay. Luke de Jong. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Matheus Pereira. Threads one in. And that's been won straight back. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the upper...
And a chance! He scores! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Porto blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Pinches it off him. Could be danger here.
That's good play from him.
And it's Joe Linton. Looking here to chip it through. Oh, no joy this time. Knocks it into space.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
It's just beyond his reach. Ryerson. Demirbay. Mbemba. And it's been played through. And the shot! Great chance! Great football, shot and save. That's that, the end. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.